Green Rising. You know, with Divine, yo, there's so many creations that exist, right? There's so many other things that came into existence. And unfortunately, you don't know what that is. You kind of just got trapped in the energy of the characteristic traits of things that other creations created, right? And the other creations, they created so many things, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really think you just dealing directly with a particular understanding direct to the source. And it's not that. It's never going to be direct to the source. It's always more. It's always more because this is a place that creates more. Everything that's in existence has more. There are more leaves, there are more seeds, there are more everything. It's always more. But we're unfortunately around people who want to govern what's given to you. So what's more has been treated as it's limited. So they tell you it's not enough air, it's not enough space, it's not enough food, you got to do this, you got to do that. That's because certain creations are not of this natural element of things. They don't come from the divine, yo. You know what I'm saying? And that's the hardest thing for a lot of people to absorb. And not for nothing, a lot of people know they're not created by the divine. That's the reason for their hatred. But they also won't tell other people that. They'll have other people manipulated to believe that they're in the same dynamic when it's a normal conversation to know where the hell you come from and what that is. So because there's no solid validity to some of these understandings, and this place embodies a lot of other essences, because of that notion in itself, you're lied to, period. No more, no less. It's not because something is right or wrong. It's because certain things don't serve everybody. And then you have a lot of levels of weakness. These weaknesses are not going to listen to anything anyway because it's weak. And because of that, it's more trapped in its mind. So with those circumstances around the earth, you get more control from them. You get them more of followers. They will follow something. They probably will be smart too, like very like easy to listen to somebody and take what they teach them and do exactly what they tell them. You know what I'm saying? Like school, right? You very rarely get people who step out of the line of themselves and just acclimate to the natural orientation of things without a person telling them what to do. So when you have these particular energies, and I'm digressing from the actual characteristic trait of labeling, you know what I'm saying? Saying, oh, this is a narcissist, this is the, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? It can show up sugar, you know, salt and sugar looks the same. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can, you don't know what you're getting until you actually taste it, basically. So a lot of times we settle for shit that's not even based off what's for us because of manipulation. A lot of people think manipulation is based off someone coming directly to you and trying to, and that is, it is. It's a frequency of manipulation. But you can also be manipulated out of the value of what you think you are with a smile. You know what I'm saying? Not taking nothing from you, but getting you believe lack thereof of what you should believe in. That is also manipulation. You know what I'm saying? When you think that you're attached to certain things as a full value and your feelings are coddled in a certain way, it's because you're being manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like to run away from the hard truth, but then you have a certain culture of people that want to give you hard pain. It's like, yo, what, make that shit make sense? How do you get to express hard pain, but you don't want to accept your hard truth? That's a form of disapproval inside of someone without them saying it, without them walking around being vulnerable, saying, look, I'm not approving to the fact that things don't serve me this way. I'm mad because it happens like this for other things. I want to express myself. And no, they're never going to do that. They're just going to treat you like shit. So you have to understand these values from people apartheid to the value of what's actually going on, because for the most part you want justice, but how you gonna get justice for something that's not even a criteria to the inadmissible things that are hidden? Those things don't look like they're bad when it's done like that. A person can make that shit look like it's caring. You know what I'm saying? They can make it, yeah, we got it, but I was trying to say, no, no, it doesn't, no. And Finesse 2 times where he be saying that shit, no. Everything lines up with the divine. So if anything I ever need information on, I'm going to go directly to the divine. Supreme Rising. Supreme Rising. Blake. Trudeau, what's good? Alexander. Kick. Supreme Rising. And that's how it's crazy. Like, a lot of times we think we have to adhere to what we come from. No, you're born with divine right and wrong. And this is not church. This is not putting on suits. This is not showing up to make other people smile because of whatever. No, you're born with more pure energy than your parents have. They've been here longer to watch it take place in different ways, and automatically, unfortunately, they acclimate to certain of these characters that benefit them. So then they look at that as knowledge to teach their children. We got to know that when we create children and we create existences, you're accommodating the person you lay with yourself to create another entity. And by disrespect means only, without them knowing that, they think you're going to be just like them. Fucking lies. You're mixed with somebody else. You're a whole Super Saiyan out here. You're Vegeta and Goku fused in some forms, right? So you can't expect the child to be just like one of the parents. You have to train them to have both of the values, more or less the innocent values of both of the persons, because it's going to be the best. Now, if you raise them wrong, then you're going to get a wrong outcome. You know what I'm saying? You might get the worst versions of both parents in that one child, and then you're like, I can't deal with it. Why you can't deal with it? Because it's the combination of two people. It's not just you, like you thought it was. See how manipulation played? They thought in their mind that they was going to do something different way, and it didn't turn out that way, out of control. And that same double power that they decided to consummate with, it formed into one body and turned against them in the future. So now you want to blame your child for your shortcomings. That shit don't work like that. It don't work like that. All this shit takes introspection, yo. If you really love what you got, then love it and shut the fuck up. I'm so serious. Like, people make me so sick about their disrespect to their own creations. People make me sick about their disrespect to the value of what you signed up for. No, do your fucking job. Stop acting like a female and do your fucking job, yo. That shit is crazy. Like, everybody want to be in somebody else's shoes. Like, why do you want to receive like a woman? Like, why do you want to be like a man? Like, that shit is crazy to me. The mental stability is effed. Like, royally. It's royally fucked. You know what I'm saying? And then the justification to the value, it don't even give you the platform to understand where anybody come from first and foremost, but yet you got the nerve to say justice. From what? You ain't even yourself yet. So you can't get justice because you don't know what you're being justified for. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they did me dirty, but look how you're living opposed to what you're following, of course. You can't have a righteous living in a divine world based off someone's criteria. The world is divine. That's like saying, I'm going to go in the ocean and do things like we do in the air. No, you're not, because water is buoyant. You're going to be in water how you're in water. It's just what it is. But unfortunately, in air, there can be more attributes of battle. It's people fighting for the apex predator. They're fighting to be the top of the food chain in some form. That's really what it is. At one point, the eagles, right? The other animals that all animals would submit to were the top of the food chain until we came here. You know, until we were existing, living, and different versions of humanity started existing and living. And we keep thinking it's a race to some value of who's disrespectful and controlled. No, it's a entity. Entities. What's an entity? If you have a business, you can have the part of your business in your name and then another name for a portion of your business, which that portion of your business can also get paid for your idea. So you would get two paychecks, one for you, one for the business, right? That's an entity, right? So a lot of things that you think and you think that you know are based off the values of entities, not yourself. And if you're weak, of course you're being controlled. Of course, because you're fucking weak. Period. That's why justification is available for weak mentality people. Yes. No. You can do that because they're opening gateways for bullshit to go inside of you. Your armor got kinks in it. They're literally doing this behind. Yes, I would call you inferior too because you don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm gonna wrap all of you in the same bucket, no matter what the color, and make you believe you strong and make you believe you weak. While I got all of y'all screaming at each other, and I'm absorbing everything. I'm absorbing everything. You don't even see the loosh coming off you. You don't see the adrenochrome just coming out. You're yelling, yeah, life, wife, money, I'm gangster, all this shit. Y'all don't even see it. And you think that shit got to be bottled up for somebody to get it? No. You got these towers out here. You got towers out here, and you think these towers is about Wi-Fi. No, they pick up on frequencies, and they absorb it. They absorb frequencies. That's why you don't know what they're doing. That's why they're like, they're not for this, they're not for that, they're not for that. They're absorbing the energy in neighborhoods when people go to shit. That's what they do. They feed other things. This is the blatant understanding. Y'all, I'm getting so heavy in my hands right now because I know I'm speaking on another level. It's like I'm here, but I'm not here. It's like I'm here and I can feel the body, but I'm somewhere else speaking on actuality. I can literally feel that. It feels like being in two cups. This shit is weird, yo. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you get to that level, you can understand that's only because you being righteous with yourself, yo. It's not because of how nobody else made you feel. It's not because of you doing something to gain anything. It's because deep down inside, you are connected to the only thing that gives everything life. That's the only way you get that opportunity. That's the only way you get it. You can't follow no denominations. Every denomination that exists on the earth as far as a religion was created because somebody else didn't like what somebody else was doing, not because of spirituality, period. None of it was spiritual, none of it. Johnny did this, Johnny made that name. Steve said, I don't like Johnny's name. And then Sarah said, I don't like your name, Johnny. And then Mike said he don't like Sarah's name. And then they just kept making their own denominations through each and every one of them. Got this crazy understanding the other day, like the Spanish or the Spaniard, not Puerto Rican, but the Spaniard way of talking. They say Christianity is literally the Christ part means imbecile, and the entity, or in that aspect, it's how did it say it in that thing? It was like the entity was like I don't know. Don't get me to lying. I don't want to say. It's like I want to say on the tip of my tongue the process of. For some reason, I want to say that. But it's like imbecile in the process of, and the reason why the Vatican allowed it to be a thing, because they were given the false religion to the places. So therefore, you would serve falsely. So then anything you prayed for would not happen, which would cause more negative energy inside you, sadness or whatever, which would feed everything else. People in the country say, I don't know why things are different in other countries, because this is the only place getting usurped. No other place is being treated like this, because this is the only place where the highest spiritual content is. Literally. Literally. That's why every other place in the world is not like that. This world can be inhabited the way it is by anybody. But to have the actual authority of divine, the true soul of divine here, it impedes. But lack thereof of that knowledge, if you destroy the true soul of the earth, you don't have a place to be. This place has been destroyed a million and billion times and been remade. All praises to the Most High. Man has no control over that. What man was supposed to do was come here and learn universal love. That's why there's so many counterparts here. Love for everything. Not based off how you feel in its treatment of it. See, divine loves unconditionally without judgment. Word of Burgess shit. I seen that hit too. Yup, fresh shit, yo. It ain't hit me though. Respect. JJ was good. Yeah, so that's how that really works. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know that. So this is why you have that negative energy of people who are so extra with being mean to you, like mean, that type of energy like that, because they believe it's them. And see, that energy is so weak, it allows a person to feel powerful in different aspects, to individualize, because it doesn't have a base of origin. So since it doesn't have a base of origin, all the negativity has to feel dynamic. It has to be like, no, you're not. You're fucking dumb and stupid. And that's all you got. You have nothing else. And you have to do physical things to make yourself exist, because other than divine, you have no existence. And that's the real power. Like, just imagine things that you value only treat you that way because it's subconsciously it know it really doesn't exist without a third party, but you exist directly to the divine. Think about that. Don't never let your friends or nobody else change you away from being natural. Don't let nobody, if that's how your heart is and they're like, yo, you always soft, fight back. Match that love that you got with the same, get the fuck out of my face if you don't like it. You don't have to be around me. You can be soft and continue to be soft for people who treat you that way, who respect it. But other motherfuckers, give them your ass to kiss and show them that you ain't nothing to play with. Divine will help you give a royal ass whipping if somebody come across that line when you start standing on divinity. I promise you. You'll see it happen before it happens. And you'll know everything to do. So don't be scared. Don't be afraid of nothing. Nothing. If you are good, stand against everything that goes against naturality. I don't care who you are, where you are. You want to be a warrior for real? Fight the shit that's making you stupid. Fight the shit that's trying to hold you back from being the best version of yourself. What does the best version look like? Being acclimated to everything. See, I can go into the gory part where they actually tried to take that themselves and get deep into some science and fuck that up too. But I ain't gonna do that because I don't care about rising negativity. I don't care about that. I more or less care about liberating each and every one of you who are in different situations and groups around the whole world, despite your look. That when you're in these groups, you feel sometimes that the people who are talking bullshit, but you won't say nothing because it's too many of them. Or because you've been around this family forever and they love you and their law is law and you don't want to say nothing, but deep down inside you feeling different to it. And you're just quiet. Or you speak out with passion and love and they always want to shut you the hell up because they hate your authenticity. I'm talking to you. The one that cries if somebody damages something of love next to them. I'm talking to you. Because you got more power than the earth ever even known. That's why they fuck with you like that. That's why they got to come 10, 20, 30 deep. Because it's just little old you. Oh, you got big God energy inside you. You got big creator energy inside of you. And they're afraid, yo. Their fear is not based off what you're going to do to them. Their fear is the fact that they try so hard to take it and they can't. And that shit look good on you. It look good on you. Stand alone in almightiness because Almighty don't need nothing. And if you standing with Almighty, they're going to learn today. Let's light up all the lights everywhere. Be still in yourself and let that universe pulse from the center of you. Let it open up like you just turned to a globe of light and cover the whole entire earth. Make that your practice. Make that your meditation practice. Every dark entity that comes around, shade them out. Make them shits turn to dust with your light. Mentally. Shine like a rising sun on the earth every day. Every last one of you that has that goodness inside of you. Best believe if you go take this knowledge to somebody, you're going to be like, you listening to that motherfucker? You're going to be like, oh, well, they're cool. Never do that. What you love, stand on it. If somebody tries to change your mind from what you care for or like or anything, tell them you'll figure it out on your damn self. If it ain't good for you, you'll figure it out. Divine got you. Stop the rhetoric. Stop the gossip. Stop letting people run, go tell. Hey, let me get your ear for a minute, tell you some bullshit. Divine ain't never need no help. And you don't either. It's the fact you hurt is because you love things that don't comprehend your love. That's what bothers you. Why what I love is hurting me when we supposed to be. It's not about right or wrong. It's never been about that. It's the way of the divine and then man's way. So take that to the heart. Take it to the gut. And go out there and fight for the ones that's around you that's like that too. Best believe if you walk towards it, more knowledge is going to come to you. And if you don't want to wait, hey, Naga's here. Send me an email. Drop a comment in the comment section or whatever. And you can set up a one-on-one. I got testimonies coming soon. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of my My clients that are willing to do testimony soon. I just haven't initialized it and started editing, but when I do get it, I'm gonna post it and show you and let these guys tell you their experiences. Or you can come get with me and get your own experience. My knowledge is individualized for each and every person because it's different for everybody. All right, so all praises to the Most High. Make sure whatever you do, no matter what you do, you keep divine first. And don't let this world beat you down. They really weak for real. The negative in this world, they really weak for real. That's why they got to put on an image of big, bad, and ugly. So you'll be like, oh, fuck all that. That shit don't mean nothing, yo. It don't mean nothing, and don't worry about it. Heard? NAGA the Wise. I love you if ain't nobody told you that today. You heard? If ain't nobody told you they love you, I love you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know me yet, but get to know me. I carry that shit for real, for real. You heard? Deuces.